Yeah, the problem is, like, I never got the tech for that working right.
Oh.
And I need to sit down and do it. And I just never have time right now.
I understand.
We'll get that. We'll get there. Hopefully by the time before I go to Europe. All right. Are we ready?
I'm ready. I'm podcasting, baby.
Fucking like a monkey, baby.
I'm there. I'm already on it. Jen, could you hand me my Gatorade?
I am hydrated.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now, the countdown. In 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Geekodrome, the weekly round table of all things geek. He is your host, Jon, and I am Stugots. What's happening, baby?
You forgot the tagline.
I don't know what the tagline was because you do this stuff. I don't.
It's written there. It's thing ring, do your thing.
That was last week.
No, it wasn't.
Yes.
Do I have to look up what last week's was?
Actually, no, I closed the show, I think, with that. Because I said I had a power ring, and you were like, what kind of ring is it?
But because we're talking Fantastic Four,
oh,
I made it the tagline for this week.
But do we usually do that? Do the taglines usually tie into the show somehow?
Rare occasions. Because half the time we have like 10 topics, and it's just like run through. Last week it was To the Batcave.
Oh. Did we talk about Batman?
No. Maybe a little.
Oh.
I don't think we did at all.
I don't think we did.
The problem is, like, half the time we have to set up this, and then
I'd say we could ask someone who listens, but nobody listens.
Gunmall tunes in.
Sometimes.
Okay. Yeah. So, speaking of Fantastic Four, are you aware of everything that's happened to the Fantastic Four over the last 5 years or so?
I know they've put out a couple sucky movies.
They put out a couple sucky movies, but the rights were somewhere that was not Marvel. Is it Fox that has it? And it pissed off Ike Perlmutter, who is the publisher of Marvel Comics. And so he declared there will be no Fantastic Four comic books. So read.
So you can't tie it in to the movie in any way.
Exactly. So this happened just before the last movie.
Yeah.
Reed and Sue went off into space or whatever. Johnny joined the Inhumans. Thing joined S.H.I.E.L.D. So
I thought Thing was in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, that's right. He joined Guardians and then S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh, you're right. And so there were no Fantastic Four comics since then. And now, finally, last week, we have the announcement that there is the return of Marvel's first family to the comics. Coming this summer from Dan Slott and Sarah Pichelli, we have the return of the Fantastic Four.
Ming Pichelli.
Exactly. So, were you ever a Fantastic Four fan? Or
I just like Ben Grimm.
Of course.
I love his work with the Yancey Street Boys. I had someone once tell me that of all the comic book characters, I remind them of Ben Grimm, and I took it to heart, and I've embraced it.
Because you're big, orange, rocky, and Jewish?
Yes. Rough around the edges, softy in the middle.
Like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Not that kind of soft.
Oh. So, yeah. So we're having the return of the Fantastic Four to comics. You know, do you even read comics anymore?
Me?
Yeah.
I haven't. The last comic book I read was those Headlock comic books you sent me. And then before that, I read some Unworthy Thor last year. And before that...
So the answer is infrequently, at best.
Definitely infrequently, but I've also been in school for like the last 8 years. That's with true. EMT school, paramedic school, then nursing school. So those things don't leave you much time for recreational reading.
No, I totally understand that. So basically, it's whatever I've sent you to read and Unworthy Thor.
Yeah.
because I just recently
Which
sent you one to review in a future episode as well.
I want to say Sportsfan77 sent me the Unworthy Thors. I believe it was him.
Okay. And what did you think of the Unworthy Thor?
I loved it.
Yeah, I love what Jason Aaron's been doing with.
There was great
Thor.
artwork, great story. What's not to like?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I read the Marvel Unlimited app, so I read whatever Marvel comics I feel like reading 6 months later.
Yeah.
So I'll read this around, I think, Christmas. New Year's, because it's July release. But, hopefully, Marvel will also take over the movies, because those movies have been complete suck fests.
Oh, they'll work in the deal like with Spider-Man to like, hey, let's incorporate it.
Well, it also turns out that this week there's somebody who says he wants to play Reed Richards.
Who?
That would be John Krasinski.
So what's Reed Richards going to do? Just look in the camera all the time and be like...
Yeah, he's just going to mug for the camera.
Blink his eyes and be like... What are you blinking for all the time, motherfucker? You making a turn at the corner or something?
Well, I mean, he is playing Jack Ryan. That's coming soon on Amazon.
I'm curious to see how that goes.
Me too. I'm hoping it's good.
He'll now be what, the fourth person to play Jack Ryan, and only one of them was good, and that was Harrison Ford.
I don't know. Alec was pretty good. Alec Baldwin.
Oh, I forgot about him. So that's 5.
He was we had Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Then we had Harrison.
Right.
Then we had Affleck.
Yep. And then Chris Pine.
Oh, that's right, Chris Pine. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I like Chris Pine. It didn't work.
Yeah,
Affleck. He didn't work, and I like him.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, the Affleck was all right. I didn't see the Chris Pine, and so that's 4. Is there a 5th?
5 will be Jim.
And then Jim, John Krasinski, when that comes up on Amazon soon. I don't know what the release date of that is. But he also has a recommendation to play his wife, Sue Richards.
Oh, who's that?
His wife, Emily Blunt.
Oh, that'll work. She could do it.
I think so.
I think so. Who would you want to play Johnny Storm?
That's a good question. My favorite has been Chris Evans of the few that have played Johnny.
Yeah.
But it really needs to be somebody like that. Somebody who can pull off that brash, egotistical punk.
But fun.
Yeah. Oh, he has to be fun. Like, he has to be likable.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Trying to think who kind of fits that bill now. Zac Efron type character.
Yeah, but Zac Efron's not likable.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have that.
You have to like Johnny, but not like him at the same time.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, who do you think could be Johnny?
Let's see. You can tell we didn't talk about this before because I don't think I did.
No, well, this only came up, within the last day, and it was the holiday, so.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who. Trying to think like what I've seen lately that I've liked. Who would play the Thing?
I was just thinking that, like, I almost think you have to go with somebody who's like a pro wrestler.
Because you need that big body guy.
Yeah, I mean, The Rock is just not the right guy for it, but somebody who is.
Because you wouldn't see him in it, and a lot of his mannerisms get lost.
And I think he's like too big now.
Yeah.
Like physically. Like,
yeah.
The guy has to be like a football player.
Yes.
But he has to have like that mannerism, like that you find with wrestlers, that you don't necessarily find with football players. I'm just trying to think, like somebody. I just don't know, like enough of the big guys with enough personality right now.
Oh, there's that big dude that I don't like who's a wrestler. He was a football player.
Braun Strowman.
No, he was Zack Ryder's tag team partner. What the hell is his name?
Don't know.
Mojo Rawley.
Okay, I'm not familiar with him. So.
He's a big dude. He was a football player. I don't like him because he's annoying. So maybe that wouldn't be a good idea. Maybe Braun Strowman. I don't know if he could like pull off the characterization part of it.
Yeah, I mean that's just it. Like I don't know if he has the range.
I thought Michael
But
Chiklis was good
good,
when
but
he did it. Other
yeah.
than he was a jerk, like in real life,
Well,
about the whole thing.
that happens.
I had PTSD from being in the makeup. Shut up.
Yeah, yeah. It's just there's nobody who has that right personality. I think,
Right.
but it's that kind of thing where you need somebody who can be effluent.
You have
Maul
to be
is.
tough, but you have to be jovial because I mean he is. Him and Johnny Storm are the comic relief in it, like their relationship, the bickering, and everything like that.
Yeah.
Doc Gallows, he could play it,
Maul is saying in the chat, Cena.
but we wouldn't see him.
I know that's the problem. Maybe
It,
like with the
he'd be
CG, you'd
invisible.
see him, but
You'd have to CGI him because you don't see him until he becomes thing then, because then you'd see all the orange rocks.
I know, and you don't have him starting the Orange Rocks because
Can't see me.
yeah, because it's going to be an origin.
You can't see me.
Yeah, I think the part of the problem is we're going to get stuck with another origin movie.
Yes.
Which we've seen. There have been 4 Fantastic Four movies.
Yes.
3 of them are origin movies.
Yes.
The Roger Corman,
mm-hmm.
the first one with Jessica Alba
mm-hmm.
and that crew, and now this last one was also an origin. We have 3 out of 4 origin movies. We're done with origins for the Fantastic Four.
No, we're not. We'll have another one.
Yeah, we're gonna get stuck with it. Well,
they're gonna keep doing it until they get it right.
Well, that's a tall order at this point, and it should be the easiest thing in the world to do. It's a movie about family. Like The Incredibles nailed it.
Yes.
Oh God, Incredibles 2 is. I'm hoping they nail it again. But will we get a proper live action Fantastic Four? That is the question.
Nope.
Probably not. But John Krasinski hopes because he wants that Marvel payday.
Of course. We all do.
Yeah.
The Miz can play Johnny Storm.
Yes.
We're going to cast a wrestler.
There you go. Yeah, he definitely nails it. He's got that cocky, ne'er-do-well, but there's something likable about him, and I don't know what it is, but I don't want to hate him. I hate him because of the way he acts in the ring and all that.
But he works really hard to get that way, and that's what makes you like him. I think he can pull that off. Yeah,
he has the charisma for it. There you go. There's somebody. Although I don't think they would do a wrestler in that position, but you never know.
No, they wouldn't.
I see it as a wrestler as the thing because they want
definitely
somebody with a build and who can act out. But I don't see them going with a wrestler. But definitely the Miz would be the right kind of guy. So
Ronda tucked her chin pretty well with that table bump. That was smart.
Yeah, but
it's one of the hardest things to learn is the chin tuck.
Yes. Just like the try not to be distracted watching wrestling while recording a podcast tuck.
It's one of the first things they teach you is the chin tuck.
It is.
And to get your feet down first when you're getting slammed, you want your feet to always hit first because it'll take some of the impact off of your back and hips.
Well, we should, do a wrestling podcast and talk about this.
And you tuck your chin so that your head doesn't hit the mat because you'll get a concussion, even though it's very foamy.
It's good to know. So, bring us back on track. Star of Solo, a Han Solo story, Woody Harrelson has now been signed on for a comic book movie.
Sorry, I'm just lowering my phone. I didn't know it was on still.
Now, don't we have to tell you every time, put your phone on silent before we start recording?
I usually lower it down to, low.
Yeah. By the way, Heather Klein is agreeing with you. She has trouble with, she always can never get that bump right.
See? She knows.
She knows. She's been in the squared circle before.
Yep.
So back to Woody Harrelson, who's going to be in the movie that we still don't understand that trailer for, Venom.
how is it that it's just coming out that he's in this film when the film comes out soon?
Well, it comes out November, I believe.
Yeah, so shouldn't they be done filming at this point and doing editing and stuff?
And this is going to be a big CG movie, so
Yeah,
because
like
you know who he's playing?
Carnage,
Of course,
Cletus Cassidy.
yes.
Yes,
There's another CG character for you.
I liked his brother Sean Cassidy, personally.
Oh, who didn't? Of course, you have to mug after that punchline. So it was announced. Was it today or this weekend or whatever that Woody Harrelson is going to be Carnage?
And again, I've been paying attention to this movie details as it comes out, and I don't know that he was in it until this weekend.
Nobody
Makes no
did.
sense.
Nobody did. And the oddest part is like nobody knows the story of this movie, which I guess is all right. But like they did that one trailer, the teaser.
There's a second trailer that I saw yesterday, and it looked pretty cool. You don't really see much of anything. It's a lot of shadows. It's piqued my interest. It has. But did Woody Harrelson know that he was in this movie? Maybe he just found out on Friday and showed up set on Saturday.
Oh, I don't know. We'll have to ask him. We'll call him up. We'll find out. But yeah, but it's like, I don't know. The trailer didn't make it look like a superhero movie. Didn't make it look like a science fiction movie.
It looks like a horror-esque. If you watch the second trailer, it does look like more of a horror movie of some sort, which is fine because it's different and the character is supposed to be something scary. Because I know anytime that, like, even in the cartoon, when Venom's in the cartoon, it does get a little scary because he's able to hunt Spider-Man, and Spider-Man doesn't know that he's there.
Yeah. I mean, we also are hoping that Spider-Man kind of appears in this movie too, but
yeah,
if he does, it's a cameo. I think he'll cameo. And just say, "Oh, because we own Spider-Man, we're going to put him in this movie."
Yeah, that's all. That's the only reason they'll do it.
Yeah, but it's not going to tie in, and I don't think Venom works without Spider-Man.
It doesn't. It had to be a spin-off out of a Spider-Man film.
Because otherwise, all right, so he gets covered in the goop and becomes the symbiotic costume and whatever else, but why would he have Spider-Man powers?
Yes.
It's not like it's native to the symbiote. It's because he glommed onto Spider-Man first and then just kept those powers and was trying to attack, Peter Parker and kept the Spider-Man persona. And then McFarlane just kind of added teeth and whatever else.
And the saliva.
And the saliva and the tongue. And there's an image I won't get out of my head soon. So, I mean, I want to look forward to this movie. I kind of like the character. But,
I like Hardy, the dude who's playing him.
I do like Hardy. His Bane was fantastic.
He's my third favorite Hardy boy.
Of course. Now, is that
after he fell into the lake of resurrection?
I was going to say, is that Matt and Jeff or the ones from the 70s in the books?
Matt and Jeff, definitely.
Oh, okay. So the books ones come after those three.
Yes.
Delete.
The lake of reincarnation. So I do have this idea for WrestleMania.
Oh, do you now?
Because it's this Sunday.
Sunday.
Coming up, like 6 days away. So the camera cuts to the Hardy compound. Matt's standing there in all his regalia by the lake. And he just takes the Undertaker's hat and jacket and throws it into the lake of reincarnation, and then all of a sudden the lights go out in the stadium, right, or the dome where the WrestleMania is, and then all of a sudden, bam! American Badass hits. Undertaker comes running down the ramp on the motorcycle, and that's it. That's how he comes back out as American Badass. He goes into the lake of reincarnation.
That would be cool, but The problem is that Matt's going to be in the Battle Royal.
Well,
so they're not going to
it
do
was
something.
perfect.
Yeah. I mean, Bray Wyatt, we don't even know what happened to him. So he's
We
losing
won't
out
know
on
for a
that.
little while. He's going to come back.
Well, he's losing out on that WrestleMania payday.
Yeah, payday. Yeah.
Heather, my lights are flickering. Heather is questioning your saying of Taker running, but he did correct himself.
Well, the motorcycle. I meant like the motorcycle be running down because he can't with his hips. He can't run.
Yeah, no, but just that image would be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, when's the last time the Taker ran?
He'd be running with a walker, like.
I mean, I'm hoping it's good on Sunday.
It's gonna be like 15 hours long.
So, are you going to bother with the pre-show, or are you just jumping into the main event?
It depends what's on the pre-show, what matches.
Okay.
Because I will support the guys and ladies that I enjoy.
Yeah, but most of the ones that I like are, well, I mainly watch Raw, so those are the ones I mostly know. And most of them have been announced for the main show. I don't know what's
not, though.
Yeah, I mean, I know that's starting at like 5 with the pre-show.
Yeah.
Plus, that's just too much fucking TV.
It really is. I can't sit around that long.
Yeah, I mean, I could do from like starting at 7 o'clock with the main show.
Well, I will have pizza, and I will have mozzarella sticks, and some loaded potato skins, and there'll be children's watching, and...
I was afraid you were saying you were serving them with the food.
I might.
Now, how many of these foods are going to be cooked on the Eat 'em Up show?
None.
That's
I don't know what the Eat Up show is going to be next week. I just got this week's figured out.
Oh, all right. Oh, it was just a thought.
Next week, well, it's April. I might do Carb Addicts dishes this month, so it might be healthy bagels next week.
Is butter a carb?
No.
All right. So, is there any match you're really looking forward to next Sunday?
Yes. I'm looking forward to AJ Styles against Shinsuke Nakamura.
That one should be good.
Probably more than any other one. I would like to see the Usos and the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers, mainly because I love the New Day. I have their book, actually. It's going to be my hot pick next week.
It's a brand new day. Brand new day. Brand new day.
It doesn't say brand new day, it's just New Day.
Whatever. Like I said, I don't watch SmackDown that often, so it's like the few times I've seen them. Whatever. I also think Charlotte Flair versus Asuka is going to be good.
Asuka, yeah, that's going to be awesome. I hope Asuka wins.
Yeah, well, she does have the streak going.
And then Carmelo come down, try to cash in, and she'll get pinned too. Be great.
Yeah. I'm curious who Braun Strowman's partner is going to be.
I'm hoping Neville, but I'm willing to say it will be Elias Samson.
That could be interesting. I mean, I'm always entertained by the bar to begin with. So
yes, me too.
It's a good place to start. And both battle royals should be good. You get some good people in there, and although they haven't announced who most of the people who are going to be in it anyway.
I'd like to see where Gallows and Anderson end up, if at all.
Yeah. Yeah, but even so, only 5 people have been announced for each Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Battle Royal, whatever.
Yep. Okay.
And other than that, we have Taker versus Cena.
And we have Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens against Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon, which I'm hoping for the Daniel Bryan heel turn, and he joins up with Owens and Zayn.
Well, I don't know. Shane allegedly has diverticulitis, so will he, be in any shape to wrestle?
Who the hell knows? That almost took out Brock Lesnar a few years ago.
Yeah, it's nasty. But I just want you to know that Heather is agreeing with you and just saying yes,
yes,
yes, yes.
I will be very excited to see that.
And then we have the Ronda Rousey, Kurt Angle, Steph and Triple H match.
Ronda's winning.
Of course she's winning. That's not a question.
Yeah.
That's like saying Roman Reigns is going over Brock Lesnar. It's not a question.
He is going over.
Of course. I mean, Lesnar's leaving the WWE next week.
Next Monday.
Exactly. So it's not even worth even counting on. It's hopefully going to be a good match, but
I think so.
Going straight down to Suplex City for it.
I don't think Ronda's going to stink up the joint like Mr. T in WrestleMania 1.
No, because she's also she has the wrestling ability because she's UFC. Yeah. And then she's planning to stick around, somewhat afterwards. So it's not just a one-off match.
No.
So we're hoping for, I don't root against people. I'm watching them on TV. I want to have entertaining matches.
Yes. I want to see them. I want to see these people do well in life.
Exactly. I want to be entertained.
Except Brock Lesnar. I don't like him.
Yeah. I can't say I'm a fan, but it doesn't mean I want to see a bad match from him.
No. We've never seen a good one from him, so.
Hold on, I'm thinking.
Kurt Angle match 15 years ago.
Yeah, well, that's part of the problem. Some of these guys have been around so long now.
And according to the latest Pritchard show, he was already contemplating retirement with that match, and it was one of his earlier matches.
I know. Well, he did retire, went to UFC, and then came back 5-10 years later.
Here you guys coming out right here on Raw.
Of course. Because they are the Bar.
The Bar. One of the coolest entrances right now in wrestling.
Yeah, it's very entertaining.
So we are just weeks away still from Marvel Infinity War.
We are, April 27th. So
yep. Counting it down, baby.
Matter of weeks.
I'll get my new work schedule in a week or two, and I'll see how I can go see it instantly.
Yeah, I plan to go the day after I get back from Paris.
Okay. So I start a new job next week, so some things are up in the air.
Heather just wanted to remind us about the time that Brock Lesnar miffed the Shooting Star Press.
Yes, that was the match with Angle at WrestleMania. Damn, I don't remember the number. I want to say 19. 19?
It was on the Pritchard show 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the only reason I know which one.
Oh, okay.
But yes. Yeah, it was his first WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And he wanted
the big move.
He wanted to do the big move that he didn't need to do, yeah. And he had done it at Ohio Valley. Hadn't done it since then. Didn't practice it. And ate it.
Gave himself a nice concussion.
And that was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So, take it for what it's worth. I hate when you do that.
I do it all the time.
I know. And the problem is it works because I think you're going to say something. And it works so well for the audio version of the podcast where people can't see that you're
cracks me up,
about to say something and then you stop there.
It cracks me up.
So, we have also one more superhero story.
What's that?
The Deadpool animated series that was coming from Donald Glover has been, shelved.
I don't know how the dude from Lethal Weapon is writing comic books movies.
No, that's the wrong Glover.
No.
Donald Glover would be the one who's on Community.
The dude from Back to the Future?
Again, wrong Glover.
Oh. I might need a scorecard. I can't keep up with all these Glovers.
No, he's the one who's on Atlanta.
That was Atlanta.
Oh, it's a really entertaining show. You got to check it out.
I don't know.
About basically there's a guy who's in in South Atlanta, and there's a guy who's becoming a rapper, and his cousin who's managing him, who's played by Donald Glover, and all the people who are around them.
No.
And it's really funny. It's really good. It's on FXX, I believe.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep when you were talking about this show.
Well, see, it's one of those like shows. It's not like sitcom-y, so it's like hard to describe like what it's about. If you don't
It's a
watch
sitcom,
it.
but it's funny. But it's not a sitcom.
Yeah, it's a comedy show, but not like here's a joke, here's a laugh track. It's
Okay.
the situations and the
The
characters.
dude from Jersey Shore?
I believe he has not appeared on the show yet.
Oh, we just said here's the situation.
Well, the parents went away for a week's vacation.
Ah!
You laugh at that, but you didn't get the Mean Girls joke. I see how this works.
Where was the Mean Girls joke?
Is butter a carb?
Oh, I thought you were asking for real.
No.
Like, no, of course it's not.
No. I saw you completely miss. So the reasons that the network gave when they shelved it was that creative differences and Donald Glover is too busy. Well, Donald Glover's response was, I'm not too busy. Here's a script I wrote in a night. And it's all recent things like the rhino that just went extinct and Bitcoins and other just of the moment jokes. And it was very entertaining, very much in the tone of Deadpool, which we may or may not like. But it made me actually want to see this animated series that's not happening. Did you read this script at all?
I did. Well, you sent it to me. I found it to be very South Parkish with the in the moment humor, which is fine. I mean, that's great because it just shows that, like, hey, this is how topical we're going to make this show. You know.
Well, I mean, the other thing is he wrote it intentionally that way.
I know, but
I didn't. He did it that night.
I didn't know that part. I just figured that was a script, and it's like, oh, that's pretty damn good. It's the way I would like to see. I like to see all shows to be that current.
Yeah. Well, it turns out his brother Steven had given an interview or something within the last day, because when I was doing a little preparation for the show tonight, I saw Stephen Glover said that the show was potentially shelved because they made fun of Taylor Swift.
Who doesn't make fun of Taylor Swift?
Exactly.
I love the girl, but you know, she's fun. She is there to make fun of. Every celebrity is.
Yeah, but she is the quintessential, like, manufactured celebrity. Like, it's all so, like, planned and strategized, and it's just ridiculous. Like, there's nothing natural about her celebrity. It's like,
I think the one thing the network people should just do is just shake it off.
Well, haters gonna hate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only two songs I could name. So, something
it's
that
the same song, I think, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know. That and something about a blank space. I don't know. I don't listen to pop music. I just get inundated by it, like the rest of us.
Yes.
So it's unfortunate because, you know, as much as I dislike the character in comics, I really enjoy that movie.
The movie was very good.
I've watched it multiple times. I actually rewatched part of it recently when it was on cable.
The trailer for the sequel looks pretty good. Yeah,
I saw it on the big screen on Saturday.
Yeah.
And it just made me want to see it more.
Ooh, what movie did you go see?
Well, that's my hot pick.
Oh,
so,
all right. Well, wait.
I think we can jump over there now.
Okay.
So we're going to ease on down the road to the hot picks. Ease on down the road. So, on the Saturday, I saw the latest Steven Spielberg magnum opus, Ready Player One.
Oh.
Now, I have read the book, and the book is a bit,
wordy?
No, it's not. It's written, well, yes, it's written with words, but it's very much like, the main character is very much like a Mary Sue. Like, it's wish fulfillment for the author to exist within, you know, that 1980s pop culture, but setting it in a, you know, futuristic settings of 2045. It's wherein like everybody's in this VR world called the Oasis. The creator of it dies and puts the ownership up in a contest.
Like Willy Wonka.
Yeah, it's very Willy Wonka inspired. And they have to, solve the riddles to get the 3 keys to get to the Easter egg. So it's entertaining. It's very high velocity. Lots of pop culture references. It's light on plot, but you don't hold it against it because it just moves so well. And I really enjoyed it. It was just a lot of fun to be in the movie and watch this film.
That's cool.
And it's,
the movie is just supposed to be fun. That's fine.
Well, I'm all for serious movies. Like, I love, like, very serious, like, cinema. But I also like this pop culture, like, superhero, mile a minute, adventure-y stuff. So, if you want just a good, just feel good, adventure kind of movie. Did Brock Lesnar just come out as his own potential tag team partner?
Braun Strowman, you mean?
Sorry, what did I say?
Brock Lesnar.
I meant Braun Strowman. Thank you.
That's okay.
Because he came out in glasses and a white shirt.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. I'm a little ahead of you.
It's okay.
That happens.
I'm on delay because of the satellite, whatever feeds. But before I get to my hot pick, Stephen Bochco passed away.
Oh yes, we almost forgot that. Yes, Stephen Bochco, who gave us L.A. Law and Cop Rock and
Doogie Howser,
and pretty much like
Blues.
Every like major cop show from the 80s.
Was that NYPD Blue as well?
I believe so. I'm gonna look quick because
I think so. I'm almost positive.
Yes, Botch. If I can.
You sent me the link to the story on Twitter, and I looked at it, and the first 5 responses were "Who dis? Who dis? Who dis? Who dis?"
Yeah, Hill Street Blues,
like,
LA Law.
Really, kids? Like this isn't just TV we're talking about. This is great TV that we're talking about. Hill Street Blues was the quintessential police show. It's what every police show should hope to be.
All right, so we have Hill Street Blues, which is the quintessential, like the prototype for every cop show.
Right.
LA Law, which became the prototype for every legal show. NYPD Blue, which
was so realistic that cops watched it to learn about their job.
Yeah, it ultimately became what made TV more adult.
Yeah.
Like it was the first show I recall that like it was aimed at adults, and this is how adults, plus there were butts on TV.
Big butts.
You like them and you can't lie.
And then there was some nice looking butts on there as well.
And Dennis Francis.
Yes, and Jimmy Smits. And the ladies on the show, I can't remember their names, but they were all very attractive women.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like the first show to put like some nudity on TV.
Even Doogie Howser. It was a show that seemed, even though it was a fantasy type thing, wasn't real, but it had realism to it. The struggles that Doogie went through were real teenage struggles.
Yeah, and it never talked down to its audience.
No.
Which was, I was at that age when that show came out. So it was, something we all watched.
Yep.
Back in the day. But yeah, he wrote for a lot of major shows, but those are the main ones that he created.
And for people to not know who the guy is kind of embarrassing.
Or their children.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, he really hasn't done anything like that's become at that level in, 10, 20 years? He's been still creating, like Murder in the First, Raising the Bar, Commander-in-Chief, but he didn't create Commander-in-Chief. But, so he's been creating shows still, but none of them have had that social relevance as the 80s stuff. So it's unfortunate. The man was definitely, a trendsetter.
Without a doubt.
And while he hasn't been doing anything of that level since, it's still an unfortunate loss.
Definitely.
So yeah, sorry, we almost forgot that one.
It's okay.
Okay, but now to bring things back up, your hot pick.
My hot pick is the website for an artist. It's Just Scope, JUSSCOPE. Justin Orr. He's an artist and animator based in Northern California. He's worked on a wide range of projects for numerous clients, some which have included television, games, advertising, design. If you look on his, I'll go to the website. You like go to his Instagram. You go to the store and the gallery. You'll see some tremendous pulp style, old school artwork that is absolutely amazing to me. I love this artwork that this guy's doing, and I will. There are one or two pieces in here that I will be purchasing in the near future. Some cool Star Wars art. There's some great Bruce Lee art. Some old NWA art.
Come on, you
I'll
haven't said
be
your favorite one
probably
yet.
purchasing. I'll be purchasing the American Dream Dusty Rhodes artwork, and you can look for that soon on my Instagram
Yeah,
or on Geekodrome Pod on Facebook.
Facebook, Twitter, and all your favorite social networks. Oh, looks like we have lost Stugots. Oh, wait. Is he back? He's back.
Yep. Sorry, I don't know what happened. The whole window refreshed.
I blame the internet.
Because I'm not even in the tab. I'm looking at the artwork to tell you guys like what's here. Just some awesome artwork. Oh, look, there's a Conan O'Brien piece from when he did a show in Chicago. That's pretty cool.
The Conan one's cool. I like his Stranger Things like comic book cover.
There's Ren and Stimpy as Batman and Robin, which I thought was fun.
Yeah, we really don't want to talk about Ren and Stimpy this week.
Yeah, I know. I was reading about that.
Yeah, we're keeping it to the lighthearted, so we don't need to.
There's a great Captain America and Bucky piece. Just every single thing on here is just it gets better and better as you keep scrolling through.
It really does.
Really nice Wonder Woman stuff, and you guys know I'm a big Wonder Woman fan. Especially with Linda Evans getting her star on the Walk of Fame tomorrow on the 3rd of April.
Who? Linda Carter.
Yes.
You said Linda Evans.
Oh, sorry. What was I thinking of Linda Evans? That's weird.
I don't know. But his art is very cool. It has that 50s, 60s pulp, like monsters and things feel.
And again, I'm a big fan of that. So
I am too. I almost want to pick up some, but maybe I'll wait and see if he's at New York Comic Con again. Because his page says he's been at it before. And I always prefer to meet the artists and tell them how much I love their stuff.
I found out about this.
He found out about this by not being on the internet. He just kind of disappeared and reappeared, and there was the art. It was a miracle.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. I found out about this guy from a few independent wrestlers. They are a stable called Gated Community, and you can check them out on Twitter at One Gated Community. Pretty cool guys. The heels, but they were nice enough to share the info with me for the artwork.
Oh, nice of them. So yeah, it's very cool. I have to spend more time going through this because you literally gave it to me like 10 minutes before we started, and I just like got lost looking at it when I should have been preparing for the show. But it's cool stuff, and I look forward to checking out more of it.
Me too.
You know what else I need to check out? More Geekodrome.
Yes. Where could you check it out?
Well, if I wanted to find more Geekodrome, I would look at geekodrome.co. If I wanted to subscribe to the show, I would just go to like iTunes or Google Play and hit that subscribe button. Maybe even rate it 5 stars.
Are we still waiting for someone to send us a 5-star rating so we can send them a gift?
Nobody sends it to us. If they have, we have some ratings. Nobody sends them to us, though.
If you give us a 5-star rating and screen cap it and send it to us on Twitter, we'll be happy to send you a prize. I don't know what that prize will be.
Oh, no, I got it right over there.
Yeah.
I showed
John has the prize.
It's a surprise prize. Yes, I have something cool. So, yeah, it's over there. I'm too far to reach, and I'd rather it be a surprise. So, if you want to talk back to us on the Twitters, we're at Geekodrome Pod. But if you prefer Facebook, that's okay, because we're at Geekodrome Podcast. You want to talk to me? I'm John. I can be found on Twitter at JustJohn. But if you prefer to talk to Stugots, that's okay too.
Most people do.
Yeah, unfortunately. He's at Don Stugots.
And then there are those people who don't speak to me anymore because they're mad at John.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I have stories about that.
Okay.
Yeah, those stories keep growing. All right, but if you like cooking like I like cooking, I would tune in to the Eat Up Show on Facebook that Stugots over there hosts.
I got something really cool planned this week because it was Easter, and Peeps were all over the place, and some people hate Peeps, some people love Peeps, but I've come up with a recipe that will make everyone love Peeps again.
You're not going to stuff a bunny full of Peeps and then throw it in the microwave, are you?
No. The poor bunny, they would die. You can't go in the microwave. What's wrong with you?
I mean, it's bad enough when Peeps blow up in the microwave, but if a Peep-filled bunny blew up in the microwave, that would just be weird.
I am going to make Peeps great again. Bigly.
Now, do you go with the bird Peeps or the bunny Peeps?
I go with the chick Peeps.
Okay, see, I prefer the chicks as well. I'm guessing you're not getting the chocolate dipped ones then.
I am not at liberty to say.
You can't really.
You'd have to watch the show and find out.
All right. Well, I'm tuning in. So if you subscribe to the page on the Facebooks, it'll notify you when he goes live, and then bam, Peep action in your mouth, in your face, in your belly.
Ooh, how intimate.
So, until next week, we look up. We point at that big WrestleMania sign that is 6 days away. And then
I'm pointing.
I'm pointing too. And then we let y'all know that it has been just 2.